What's going on, Geeks and Gamers? This is Ryan with RK Outpost and geeksandgamers.com. And Sebastian Stan, Bucky, the Winter Soldier, he joins the ranks of people like John Boyega who are throwing shade at Disney for the handling of their characters. And you can see by this article right here, Sebastian Stan shades Captain America and Bucky's ending in Avengers Endgame. Sebastian Stan throws shades at the ending for his character Bucky Barnes and Captain America in Avengers Endgame, and John Boyega responds, funnily enough. So let me go and show you what really set all of this off. Now, this is from Fandom on Twitter. Asked the question, is Sebastian Stan throwing shade at how Cap and Bucky's storyline ended up? Now you have here this Marvel UK and Ireland account tweeting out this picture of Bucky and Steve Rogers together until the end of the line. And then someone responds, together until the end of the line, or until bad, inconsistent, out-of-character writing turns Steve Rogers into his own antithesis. Shouldn't it be together until the end of the lie now? And so Sebastian Stan screenshots this and posts it to his Instagram with nothing else involved, right? Just that. And so now people are kind of freaking out about that. People are starting to talk about it. And who responds? Who responds but the king troll himself, John Boyega. Welcome, Mr. Stan. Welcome. And then a picture of Palpatine laughing, or a gif of Palpatine laughing. Absolutely hilarious and to be expected. Oh, and there you have Tugs right here. A lot of people from the Fandom Menace. There we go. John Boyega, Sebastian Stan, F bad writing. Yes, exactly. So let's go through this here and talk about it. And I do think that Avengers Endgame, although it made a crap ton of money, and I think it was a good overall kind of closing of the MCU, something to close the door on the MCU and kind of move on, because a lot of these characters are going to be done. When you look at it as an individual movie, there's a lot of criticism to be had, whether it's about time travel, whether it's about how the characters interacted, whether it's their decisions with Hulk or Thor or what have you. And I think one of those decisions at the end is also, Captain America deciding who to give that shield to and kind of what he did in the end. And it was just interesting. Something I had a problem with Avengers Endgame. Some other people didn't, but, I did. But let's see what this article says. MCU actor Sebastian Stan throws shade at the ending for his character Bucky Barnes and Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. And John Boyega responds, Stan joined the MCU alongside Evans in Captain America the First Avenger, and though his character was seemingly killed, he returned for the Winter Soldier. Steve's best friend had been brainwashed by Hydra and turned into the Winter Soldier, but it was Bucky's close friendship with Captain America that ultimately saved him, including the saying, I'm with you till the end of the line. Steve and Bucky's friendship became the catalyst for the Avengers splitting in Civil War. However, Avengers Endgame ended with Captain America returning to the 40s so Steve could live out his life, with Peggy Carter appearing again in modern day as an old man. Old man Captain America passed on his shield to Sam Wilson while Bucky looked on. And there's a lot of reasons why, Sam Wilson does become Captain America in the comics for sure. When you look at the MCU, I think there's a lot of reasons that it might not make sense. Including the fact that that shield is really not going to be all that useful, seemingly, to Falcon. He already has his shtick. He's not a super soldier. The Winter Soldier is just that, a super soldier. This scene sets up for Marvel's upcoming Disney Plus TV show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is currently filming. Many fans took issue with his ending, myself included. I just don't believe that Captain America would have done that, would have gone back and lived this happy life while so many of his friends were suffering and dying, in fact, if he could have done something to change it. It just seems strange to me. And I get they need to have an end for Chris Evans. I understand that. And I understand a lot of people want him to be happy. I just don't think that that's the way he would have chosen, based on the character we know. Many fans took issue with Captain America's ending, arguing that it's counterintuitive to how the character's arc had evolved in Phase 3, with him moving on from Peggy and instead focusing on his friends. It seems Stan himself may agree with that argument, according to his recent Instagram post. And here it goes. He posted that with a flushed emoji, with a blushing emoji. And that's the screenshot we just talked about. Shortly after Stan's Instagram story was posted, Star Wars sequel trilogy star John Boyega posted on Twitter, welcoming the MCU actor. Previously, Boyega criticized Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's handling of Rey and Kylo Ren's relationship in the movie, which prompted backlash from some Reylos fans. Presumably, Boyega is welcoming Stan to the club of shading his franchise's handling of certain character arcs and endings. And then they have Boyega's tweet right there. As was initially the case with Boyega's big post, it's not clear what point Stan is making exactly with his Instagram story. Perhaps Stan isn't necessarily criticizing the writers, but the fans' vehement response. Yeah, doubtful. That said, Boyega and many Marvel fans on various social media sites are taking the post to mean Stan is throwing shade at the way Steve Bucky's ending was handled. Until he clarifies, it'll have to wait. That said, the screenshot of the tweet he highlights in the response to the actor's Instagram story goes to show how many fans are emotionally invested in the MCU, particularly in Captain America's character. Yep, now it seems he may be one of the many disappointed by Captain America's Bucky's ending. And there it is. That's the story. That's what's going on with Sebastian Stan. And I did think that was interesting. Listen, I don't think there's really much doubt to me that he is throwing a little bit of shade on that. I don't think that, I think he would have maybe clarified if he meant that this fan was out of turn. But no, instead he just posted it. That's just what he posted, and I think it's pretty clear what he's trying to say, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all these people, maybe John Boyega is reading too much into it. Who knows? But it is funny that Boyega immediately hopped on this. And listen, I agree with the fact that this is not the ending that should have happened for Captain America. I don't think the shield should necessarily have gone to Falcon instead of Bucky. I agree that there are some political things maybe to think about when you think about the fact that the Winter Soldier is still wanted at this point. He's still going to be tough to be the guy to hold up there as the moral authority for America. And I get that, but I just don't know what this version of Falcon is going to be able to do with that shield when I think Bucky more clearly kind of deserves it. He's been with Captain America since the beginning, and the fact that Captain America went back like that is... I don't know, it just seemed out of character for me. But I want to hear what you guys think about this. Is Sebastian Stan throwing shade at the MCU? Is he throwing shade at Disney, like Boyega seems to think he is? Or is this all just a coincidence? Are we misinterpreting it? Is he, kneeling at the Disney overlords? Is he saying, oh yeah, absolutely, there's nothing wrong with the way they treated my and Captain America's character. It's just completely right. Let us know in the comments below. I think you know my feelings, but we want to hear yours. Make sure you drop a comment, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Also subscribe to my channel, Ryan Kinnell, RK Outpost. The link will be in the pinned comment below. Make sure you share this video out there, and we'll talk to you guys later.